GBN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, human remains found believed to be Saraya and her mom. Please remember to subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items. So guys, JBN has been informed by a source that members of the JCF and JDF have found human remains believed to be that of 10-month-old Saraya Paulwell and her 27-year-old mother, Toshona Patterson, at a location in East Kingston this afternoon. Spent shells were also found at the location. Now, earlier today, DCP Fitz Bailey came out in a press conference to announce that 4 people were taken into custody. Now, among these 4 people is 34-year-old petty officer in the U.S. Army, Leoda Bradshaw, who is also said to be a baby mother of Philip Paulwell. Now, guys, I don't know how much of you have been following or keeping track of this story, but I remember when Patterson and her daughter turned up missing, a cousin of hers came out to say that she told them that she was going to be meeting up with Bradshaw to discuss issues concerning Philip Paulwell. So this trusting woman, Patterson, took up her 10-month-old baby to go meet this dragon, this witch, this monster, this devil. I mean, everybody that has been following this story and see where it is going know that it is almost coming to an end for people to be charged for murder and kidnapping. Kill the woman and her baby girl, 10-month-old baby girl. Now, I went on Bradshaw's page when I first heard this, and she has a beautiful little girl. She's also a beautiful young lady, 34 years old, beautiful young lady. But I don't know what Philip Paulwell have, why she got to this extreme. I don't know if it's that thing that caused her to become a baby mother, or it is this finances that you would go out your way, fly down from the US, promise the young lady that you're going to be meeting with her to discuss issues concerning the baby, because I heard some rumors going around also that some DNA test was supposed to be done. I heard her, she said it on her Facebook page that some DNA testing was supposed to be done to confirm if it is actually Philip Paulwell's daughter, and if it was Philip Paulwell's daughter, then she and him will be taking care of the child. Now this woman fly down from the US. Now think about it, you buy a ticket for persons who travel or who never travel yet. You sit down, you look for a date and you buy a ticket. And you buy a ticket and you go to the airport maybe 2 hours, 3 hours before your flight is scheduled to leave. So she had all this time in the airport to sit down and wait for her flight to depart and to ask herself, what am I doing? Is this... Think about her daughter. Her daughter, just like how the young lady has a beautiful little girl, she also has a beautiful little girl who's maybe about 8 or 9 years old. But you're sitting in an airport and you book your flight. You go up on a plane, sitting at the airport. You go up on a plane. I don't know where she's coming from. I think maybe it's Florida, which may be an hour and a half away. And sit down right throughout all of that time and still decide, say, your mind not change, you still come down here, come murder the woman and her child for a man? I know Jesus. One man who, just like how he got her pregnant, can get anybody else pregnant. A man can move on and leave you any day because the one you don't even name wife, your baby mother, your girlfriend, your sweetheart. You understand me? And this lady, all this time, she had all of these hours to change her mind. But unfortunately, she didn't. And she flew down, came down here, went to the young lady's house to pick her up with her baby. Can you imagine? So she went to the house. I don't know if she was in the vehicle, but she told her that she was coming to pick her up. So more or less, she would have been in the vehicle, or maybe she tell her before. So no man, may I send somebody to come pick you up, but I am at X point. But regardless, you had all these hours to change your mind. And you decide you're going to kill a woman and her pitney over a man, over a body. I want to pardon my language, but seriously though, you kill a woman and her child over what? Philip Paulwell? So are you going to have him now? Is he going to, if you're found guilty, is he coming to spend the time in prison with you? No, you are going to prison leaving your daughter. Even if you have family members, nobody can look after your pitney like how you can look after your pitney. So you're going to leave your daughter to what? For one, your daughter is going to be scarred. All because of what? I mean, this story is cutting every Jamaican. I know some people are saying, yes, but one just wants a case. But then there's something different in this case, is that breadcrumbs were there. The cousin said from the first day, so listen, she said she was going to meet up with Bradshaw. Because the good thing was that she didn't keep the information to herself in terms of where she was going. So I'm now wondering if the police took too long to act. Because they would have told the police, just like how she put it up on social media, she would have told the police that, listen, she said she was going to meet XY. And that person came for her. Or she sent somebody for her. So no need if you find this as somebody. Because she flew down, which means that her immigration records would have been at the airport. So even if she put on false address, because she might be put an address and she's not staying at that particular place. But good God, man, she must could have been found. Now, how much weeks after we are hearing that bones have been found and spent shells have been found? So these monsters that are walking among us shoot the woman and the baby? Because that is what it seems to me now. It has not yet been confirmed. So I'm still waiting on the police to say, or from the postmortem results to say this is how they were killed. But if spent shells were there, I don't think they strangle him. And I don't think they stab them. Not that they couldn't have done both, along as well as shoot them. But spent shells were there, and I wonder, this lady was there, and I know that when she saw what was happening, she was begging for her baby's life. I know she wasn't begging for her life. She was begging for her baby's life and said, listen, I want to take the baby and kill me. Because as a mother, and as mothers, that is what we would do. That is what we would have done. To beg for the baby's life. So listen, just take the baby, kill me and take the baby. Leave the baby somewhere where somebody can find the baby. And I think these monsters shoot the baby first. And I think she was there. I don't think she was far away. And even if she was not there, in person, she was there maybe on the phone, talking to the people. Or she would have already told them how she wanted it to be done. I mean, some monsters and demons are walking among us. And if only we could see their heart, then would I know to be wary and to be aware of the persons that are around us. And Peanut Dread always say, if this woman is not Satan, then there's no Satan. Because how could you? And then you come out with this big statement. She came out with a statement to say she was not involved. And she had nothing to do with it. And she post something where say, I them something Philip Powell I get from the people who want to try to extort him. Because she put up something where them said they want to do with her daughter. And I think that is what she was doing with the woman's daughter. So she was actually doing the things to the woman's daughter that she said she got in emails that somebody wanted to do to her daughter. This is one of the worst criminal cases, that Jamaica has ever seen. And this was done for a man that doesn't belong to her. None of them own the man. Because just like when a man step up on you, her child is 10 months old. Your child looks like about 8 or 9 years old. So they must have been together for a while. But him step up on you. And while him step up on you, him never see it necessary to protect himself. And he got this young lady pregnant. And oh, what a sad day it was when she came across this path. If only if only it could be rewritten, and somehow she could come back alive, and the story is rewritten, and she that day that she was supposed to meet him, or the day that she met him, something else happened, and she said, "Thanks be to God." But we are watching this story unfold, and I said, this woman, the death penalty is on the books, and they always say, listen, they don't hang woman, but I think she should be the first one. She should be the first woman that is hung by the neck until death. This is crazy. Women who don't own nobody. Man who don't own nobody. So if a man step up and you get a woman pregnant, it must show you a time for you to move on. Even for your husband. Killing somebody and their child could never be worth it. And trust me, it cut me to my core when I got the information. My whole body freeze up, and there was not a drop of blood, I think, going to my brain. Why? Because this one hurts. This one hurts. I'll keep you up to date with this story to see what happens, who is going to be charged along with her, because they're saying that another person, they're also trying to locate another suspect to see exactly what happened, and if she is guilty, then the full brunt of the law should be delivered. This woman should be used as an example. Talk back to me in the comments. It's a girl. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment.